If you've ever got money sitting in your savings account and you're very proud of it, let me tell you something that you might not really want to hear. You're actually getting poorer slowly every single day. And guess what? Your banks are perfectly happy for you to be ignorant. Ignorance is not an excuse in 2026 because you don't know better, you don't do better. But now that you know better, you will do better. And this is why I'm here. So welcome everybody to my YouTube page. My name is Coach Nancy and I'm your favorite internet wealth, mindset, and investment money architect. And I'm here to show you different ways that you can make your money work hard for you. Savings is great, but savings was never designed to build you wealth. Investing, on the other hand, was designed and is designed to build your wealth. So let's pick it out some more. So let's think about it. The current inflation rate in the UK is about 3%. So let's say between 2 to 4%. Your savings rate right now, if you check, the best savings rate in the UK is probably offering 4%. So let's say inflation is 4% and your savings rate is 4%. What happens? 4 minus 4 is 0. But cost of living is going up. Things are getting more expensive. So in your mind, you're thinking, oh, this amount that I get every single month, is better because my money is kind of working for me. I'm seeing interest earned every single month, 20, 30, 40 pounds, I don't know, whatever amount you have. But genuinely, because of the way inflation is and cost of living is going up, that 20, 30, 40, even if it's 200 pounds, your money is losing buying power every single month. Yes, and every single year. So think about it now. Let's look at some numbers. Yeah. Let's look at this. 10,000 in a savings account. Yeah. At 3% over 10 years becomes 13,400. That sounds very decent, isn't it? Yeah, 10,000 pounds over that period of time. 3% over 10 years is like 13,400. That sounds, okay, I've made 3,400. Well, let's look at it some more. The same 10,000 pounds in a global index fund tracking the S&P 500 or the FTSE All World historically, which gives about between 7 to 10% annual average returns. Let's say even at 8%, somewhere in the middle, right? Your 10,000 pounds in the same amount of time, which is in 10 years, becomes 21,500. Can you do the comparison? Your savings is 13,400 at the same rate of inflation because cost of living is going up. But that same amount in the same period of time invested in global funds, even at an 8%, which is a decent amount return, gives you 21,500 in 10 years. That is a huge 8,000 pounds difference. On the same money, no extra work, just a different vehicle. So I hope I've been able to show you that your savings is not designed for wealth building. Okay, so now what should you do? What can you actually do about what we've just spoken now? I'm going to share 3 things that you can do. Okay, so if you're here in the UK and you're listening to me, the first thing you should do is able to max out your ISA. What is your ISA? ISA is an individual savings account. Here in the UK, the government have given us an allocation of 20,000 that we can save and invest in the financial year. And any profits we make, any returns on investment, nothing, any dividends we earn will not be taxed. So what I would do first is max out my ISA so that first of all, you're not paying HMRC anything and you're keeping most of your money. You're keeping all of your profits. Okay, so we're going to max out it. Okay, the second thing is do not neglect your pension. Please. This is where a lot of people are getting it wrong. If your current employer is matching your pension contribution, did you know that that is an instant 100% return on your pension contribution? Where would you get that? Do not neglect your pension. Okay. Now let's talk about SIP, which is a self-invested personal pension. We're going to talk about this more in tomorrow's video. But if you have old workplace pensions and you want to consolidate it into one place, I would recommend, if you don't have the details, get everything and open a SIP account and then deploy your funds into investments like we spoke about, all world funds or the S&P 500. So that's the second thing to do. First one, max out your ISA. Second, do not neglect your pension. And number 3, which is the most important in my opinion, is, invest in index funds over picking individual stocks. Yes, this is where a lot of people get it wrong. This is where a lot of people lose a lot of money. They go stock picking. Did you know that data has shown that people that invest through index funds or ETFs in the long term outperform those people that pick individual stocks? Did you know that? And with picking individual stocks and picking index funds or ETFs, these are passively managed funds. You don't have to do anything. Just sit back, relax, and let your money work for you over a period of time. Warren Buffett, who is one of the great investors, said if he was supposed to do it all over again, he would tell his wife, as opposed to picking individual stocks, just go invest in the S&P 500 and you'll be fine. Okay, so the S&P 500 historically give us about a 10% annual average return on investment. Okay, now once you join, I have a set of 8 ETFs that I share with my community that has on average given us a 36% return on investment. So to me, that just ensures that my money is working a little bit harder than just it sitting in the S&P 500. I think it's a smarter way to invest. What do you think? I think that anyways, because we're seeing year in, year out, our portfolio of ETFs is outperforming the S&P 500. So if you're a beginner investor that has no information and no knowledge on what to do, then S&P is fine. But if you're part of my community or you get me as your coach to help you out, then I can show you this set of 8 ETFs, which is not financial advice. This is only for educational purposes, okay? And you can ensure that your money is working just a little bit harder. So let's recap. 3 things you should do as opposed to just sitting, leaving money in your savings. 1, max out your ISA. 2, do not neglect your pension. And 3, once you start investing, invest in ETFs, index funds, and not individual stocks. Okay, so that's your next plan of action. Okay, so if you do all of this, this is not a complicated strategy. This is simple, easy to follow. So if you're a beginner investor from scratch, what you need to do is open the right type of account, okay? The right type of brokerage account. And here in the UK, Trading 212 is a great brokerage account. Hargreaves Lansdown, Vanguard UK, Fidelity, these are all examples of great Invest Engine, all examples of great brokers. So there, we're going to be maxing out our stocks and shares ISA. Yes, to invest, remember, number 1 is max out your ISA. Then number 2, well, I will not neglect my pension. So I would open and invest ISA SIP account and do the same. Then 3, I'll tie it all up with a bow, invest my money into index funds. Okay, and REITs if you wanted to. Well, index funds is your first point of call because index funds, diversified funds, low cost, and over a period of time, you're going to experience a lot of growth. Okay, so if this is something you like to do and something you like me to help you set up, please click the link in my description. Join our masterclass. It's an ETF and REITs masterclass, or get one-to-one time with me and I'll help you out. I'll recommend things that you can do to ensure that your money is working harder, not just money sitting in your savings. Yes, you're going to save as well because I believe that liquidity is important. Okay, liquidity is having access to cash at every point in time. I don't want to go do my hair and because I don't have cash, I'll sell my investments, even if it's at a loss at that point. No, it doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying essentially is that savings is good. You should save your money, but savings should only be 5% of your portfolio. Okay, saving should just be 5% of your portfolio and investing should be 15% of your overall wealth portfolio. I hope you understand and I hope I'm communicating and I hope you found this video useful. If you like this kind of content, please tap share, like, comment and tell me you want to start or this is something I'm already doing. It'll be good to hear you guys, your contributions to say, okay, are we all on the same state? Are we all on the same page? Are we doing the same kind of things? Because I have been an active investor for the last 10 years. And I have seen that when I tried to save for 12 years prior, my savings account was not growing. However, in the last 10 years, when I've been investing, I have seen huge leaps in my financial outcome. And saving or investing, is that thing that will build us wealth. Investing is ensuring that our money is working harder and harder and harder. And this is why we are active investors, okay? Investing has always been God's idea. When he says in the Bible, there's seed time and there's harvest, that's what he meant. When he said in the Bible in Ecclesiastes 11:2 NIV version, invest in 8 ways because you just don't know what's going to happen. He's already thinking about diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And this is why the masterclass will suit you so well. Why? Because we are exploring investing in 15 different assets, 15 different securities, 15 different instruments. So 8 ETFs and 7 REITs. That combination gives us balance and diversification. So the Bible says we should invest in 8. We're actually doing a little bit more, which is 15. And that is just fine. Okay. So until next time, comment in the comment section what you think about this video. If you need any help and support, reach out to me via the link in the description. Okay. It's my stand store. You're going to find ways to talk to me, or you can get the masterclass, recorded masterclass, or join my next live class. I'm always teaching because I'm here to empower you guys to know what to do with your money and how money works harder. Until next time, see you on the other side. Be blessed.